你好，雷道格。First, in elementary school, I had a wonderful teacher who really brought out a lot of the best in me. And then when I went into high school too, I had another instructor that we actually became good friends, and that was the first time I'd used a potter's wheel. And so that was really my first love of working with a potter's wheel. It was an instructor that really liked the way I worked, and both with pottery and with painting. And she got a couple of my works into some of the museum shows for children and stuff too, so that really inspired me. I've always liked contrast, black and white. And when I first got to Taiwan, I noticed the ink painting right away. Not just traditional, but the contemporary ink painting, bold, black and white brush strokes, and the calligraphy, of course. And so I started just with the basic, putting ink on paper, and just fell in love with it. And I noticed that working with ink was the same way I worked with clay. I'd work fast, very spontaneous. I had preconceived ideas of what I wanted to do, but I actually let the ink kind of make the movements, and you are physically involved, with the ink, and you're physically involved with clay too, working on the wheel. So I really like that a lot, and to me it was just natural, the two working together. They complemented each other. Actually, my glaze work and stuff, I'm always thinking about landscape. Landscape is probably the most important to my thinking about work, and so I'm always thinking about how to glaze pieces and able to see just a bit of landscape, and not an actual landscape, but to suggest a landscape. And so I like natural colors, and the wood firing, of course, is very earthy and natural, and simplicity. I love the simplicity of simple forms, and then the glaze to just accent the simplicity of the form. So I don't want it to overwhelm a piece of pottery. I want it to just, complement a piece of pottery. And so, but yeah, both the wood firing and right now I'm working with an electric kiln, which is very exciting. It's opened up some new doors and stuff, so always experimenting. So I think, there's such a connection with Taiwanese pottery to tea. You see a lot of the elements designed for the use of teas, and I find that very interesting. And I've seen some just wonderful, wonderful potters in Taiwan. And then you have the sculptors here, and all working with clay and doing some really incredible things. In the U.S., there's not that connection to one thing, and so you see, potters doing big pieces, and also there seems to be a little more room, bigger kilns, and I won't say more kilns, but a lot of large kilns, and so I like the community in Taiwan of potters. It's a friendly community, and they share. And I hope I share and get some ideas back. But there is a little bit of the East-West, I know, with my pottery. So with this exhibit, I find it so exciting. It's basically a way to say thank you to Taiwan, to the people of Taiwan, and my respect for the Asian arts. That's had a big impact on my life, just learning Asian aesthetics, and so I hope my work reflects that love of Asian art. So anyhow, and thank you so much, 谢谢 for coming. This is just wonderful. I love the small, intimate gallery, and just want to thank the people of Taiwan who have supported me with their friendship and generosity. Thank you so much.